Not long ago, I embarked on a brand new journey to go from absolutely nothing by starting a new profile all the way to a Hyperion by farming only in my garden. The garden update was released not long before I started this journey, and it was released with the purpose of making farming a lot more OP, with the addition of brand new armor sets and insane upgrades. I've done multiple episodes on trying to get this, so I'm going to try and cut them all down into a watchable size video. So if you're new to farming or just wanting to do something similar, I hope this video helps you out in some way. If you're here to just watch it, then I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you're going to buy anything in the Hypixel store, use code CClary. Thank you very much. Alright, here we are, new profile. Let's do this. Nice. We're at the hub. Okay, so what I need to work on is actually unlocking the garden, which is at Skyblock level 5, and then Bazaar at Skyblock level 7. So I'm going to have to do a ton of farming and unlocking a ton of collection. I'm just going to sell all this stuff and buy a rookie hoe for now. And here we go. Here's my first piece of farm suit armor. And there's the full set. This is a very cheap set and is going to give me an extra 20 farming fortune, which is nice. Oh nice, farming 9 and Skyblock level 1. Okay, I'm going to head to the barn now for more collections. Jesus, there's so many potatoes, oh my god. And there we go, garden finally unlocked. Now we can officially start this challenge. Oh, what do I do now? Okay, talk to Sam. Bring Sam 25 wheat. I have some right here. Alright, nice, my first compost. Now I need to purchase a garden plot, okay. Oh, right, so I have to clean all of this up so I can plant stuff. Seems easy. There we go, all clean. Oh nice, I just got 5 copper and hit garden level 2. I actually want to build my first farm now, but the thing is I need Bazaar unlocked. Or I need almost 8,000 seeds, so I guess let's unlock Bazaar. Someone's just told me you can plant seeds from your inventory. So, I don't even need an agronomy sack. Nice, my first official farm. My farm has grew now and I'm not that far off unlocking Bazaar, so let's see if I can do that. There we go, I've just hit farming 16, giving me enough XP to hit Skyblock level 7. And I unlock Bazaar, that's amazing. Perfect. Just gotta wait for that to grow and I'll farm it. For now though, I'm gonna sell some stuff I've got to buy enchanted carrots. 100 for 68k, that's not too bad. And 39 more will be enough for one of the customers. Ah yes, Replenish is hands down one of the best enchants on the server. Oh, let's go. I just unlocked an armor upgrade. Farm armor. This gives 10 farmer fortune per piece instead of the 5 my set gives me now. Let's go, farming 20. Alright, 5 enchanted hay bales. That's enough for a helmet. I've got 226 copper now. I think it's time to buy some Lotus equipment. Looks like I have enough for the belt and the bracelet, nice. And with the rest of my copper, I'm gonna buy some Sunderbooks for the extra farming fortune on my axe since you can't add harvesting to it. I've just farmed a bunch of pumpkins to sell so I can buy enchanted sugar for one of my visitors. I need 397 and she's gonna give me 103 copper for it, which is pretty nice. Honestly though, farming without a personal compactor is awful. Luckily my friend has come to the rescue and said they will do the trade. Let's go, I have a personal compactor now. Life is going to be so much easier with it. Now we can also craft enchanted crops and I won't have to stop at every row to craft. I thought I was really close to hitting farming 24, so I went back to farming for about 2 minutes and hit it. And with it being a new day, Derpy was finally replaced as mayor. So I was able to get into the auction house for the first time. And my very first purchase had to be the rare rabbit pet, so I can gain XP a lot faster. And then went farming for wheat for the contest. Once it was all done, I got my first bronze medal. Also, I saw that in 20 minutes of farming wheat, I made just over 400k, so that would be 1.2 million coins per hour, which at this stage of the game is pretty nice. I didn't sell them though, I just upgraded my agronomy sack with the hay bales. My rewards for getting a bronze medal were 10 Jacob tickets instead of 1, which is around another 400k, so make that 1.8 million per hour. Since I had quite a bit of money, I auctioned my personal compactor for 780,000 coins and bought an upgraded one for 1.4 million coins. A melon contest was coming up, so I decided to do that, and to my surprise I got a bronze medal. I claimed my bronze medal and traded the 2 I had for a silver medal. After this I went and sold my 20 Jacob tickets for almost 800,000 coins. Now that I've hit farming 25, I'm able to wear melon armor, and for each piece of melon armor it gives me 5 more farming fortune, along with a bonus perk giving me a chance to drop croppies while farming certain crop, which I used to upgrade the melon armor in the future. Because I was farming 25, I dedicated my time to farming melons. I got myself 19 enchanted melon blocks, and decided to buy 21 more so I could craft my first piece. As always, start with the hardest piece to craft and then the rest will get easier. After getting another bronze medal, I now had enough to get me all the way to 2 silver medals, which is halfway to a gold. I sold my 10 Jacob tickets and then bought 26 enchanted melon blocks towards my next melon armor piece. I farmed 5 more melon blocks and then bought another 4, giving me enough to craft melon leggings. Another bronze medal from carrots, and that was enough to get me 3 silver medals. After farming a few more melons, I got myself 10 enchanted melon blocks and bought another 15 to then go ahead and craft a melon helmet. Yeah, I kinda got a burrowing spore in under a minute. From what I've heard, people get one of these from farming mushrooms like every 4 hours or so. That's insane. Anyway, I sold that for 6 million coins and went to farm some melons for the contest. I ended up getting my last bronze medal needed for a gold medal and bought myself a mathematical hoe blueprint. Since I now had 6 million coins, I bought an epic personal compactor for 2.5 million. I decided to go for the wheat hoe with the blueprint since I was going to need quite a bit of enchanted hay bales. Plus, I feel like wheat is going to be one of the easiest to get gold in the future. I then had to buy a replenish book from Bazaar for 1.4 million and put it on the hoe. After this, I added harvesting 5 and then turbo wheat 2. Finally had enough for the Lotus cloak. Now that I had the whole Lotus equipment, I bought 4 flowering bouquets on Bazaar and added them onto my equipment for an extra 3 farming fortune per piece. Something really unexpected happened and I actually hit silver in a crop I didn't think would happen this early, which is mushrooms. I thought this category was a lot more competitive, but hey, a silver medal is a silver medal. After all that farming, I eventually hit farming 29 and was 1 level away from being able to upgrade my armor again. At this point, I'd done a lot of farming contests and had a lot of rewards to claim. I had almost a stack and a half of Jacob tickets, a lot of turbo bucks, and enough bronze medals to make 2 gold medals, which I bought a fungi cutter with. I hit carrot 20, and then give 2 visitors 3 enchanted golden carrots each. After farming potatoes for a tiny bit and giving them to Jamie, I got enough XP to finally hit farming 30, allowing me to craft and use croppy armor, which give a tiny bit more farming fortune than melon armor. And then I finally crafted my first piece of croppy armor and bought a Skymark brochure for 100 copper to apply to my leggings, which gives an extra 4 farming fortune. I got on the next morning and I had 2 legendary visitors waiting for me, Jerry and Seraphine. Of course, Seraphine wanted enchanted sugarcane again, why wouldn't she? Jerry wanted 13 enchanted golden carrots, so I got to work. And there we go. It took a little bit of time to get these, but it's okay because I got 575 copper from 2 visitors, which is insane. And I'm almost at 2,000 copper. Oh, and I hit 100 visitors served. So I wanted to work towards crafting my next piece of croppy armor, which was going to be the chest plate. I needed another tightly tied hay bale. I already had quite a few enchanted hay bales, so I only needed to farm a tiny bit more wheat and finally got enough wheat to craft it. Before getting the rest of the materials for the chest plate, I wanted to grab a god potion for the speed and farming wisdom, so I'm not missing out on any XP. I farmed quite a bit of sugarcane and crafted 9 enchanted sugarcane to use them for speed potions to level up my alchemy before buying and consuming the god potion so it would last a little bit longer. After getting my god potion, I started farming for the 45 enchanted big potatoes I needed. I just decided to farm them all in one go and crafted another 10. Got myself to 32, then 41 and got the last 4 to craft the croppy chest plate. I bought a Skymark brochure and applied it to the chest plate for the extra farming fortune. I only had the helmet left for the set, so I farmed all the hay bales again to craft one more tightly tied hay bale, and then crafted the helmet. I bought another Skymark brochure and applied that to the helmet for the extra farming fortune as well. And there we go. I was finally done with all the croppy armor and was ready to start working on my next set, which is squash. I hit silver in mushroom again and claimed all my contest rewards. I traded them all in for a gold medal and bought myself a pumpkin dicer because I was going to use this to farm for the rest of the polished pumpkins I needed for rancher boots. I already had 13 of them, so I was only going to need to farm 3 more. Once I did that, I finally crafted myself a pair of rancher boots and then applied a Skymark brochure to them for the more farming fortune. A few contests later and I had a few more rewards to claim. I traded all the medals in for the gold medal to buy myself a melon dicer, which then I applied turbo melon bucks, a large walnut and sunder 5. I hit melon 20, which then made me hit farming 32. After this, I crafted all my melons into blocks and had enough for Zog, who gave me 57 copper in return. Now it's time to start the grind for my next armor upgrade, which is squash armor. And for squash armor, I was going to need to farm quite a few materials, specifically 144 enchanted melon blocks, 24 polished pumpkins, and 50 enchanted cookies. Since I'd just gotten the melon dicer, I was in the mood to get all the melons first, and the melons being the most I needed, I decided to get the hardest part out of the way. Before doing so, I changed my whole pumpkin farm into another melon farm, so that I had a double melon plot. And there we go. I finally had all 144 blocks for the 3 pieces of squash armor in the future. Now I had all the melons, I needed to change both of my melon plots into pumpkin for the 24 polished pumpkins I'm going to need. While farming, I managed to hit farming 33 and had a full inventory of pumpkins again to craft more polished pumpkins. After a long while, I finally farmed enough for all 24. Now that I have all the melons and pumpkins, I only need 50 enchanted cookies left for the armor, but I didn't want to replace a farm, I wanted to get a new plot for the cocoa beans. I ran out of cocoa beans, so I had to buy more and repaste the farm, and it was all done. And now I start the farming for all 50 enchanted cookies. After farming the whole farm once, I had enough cookies to craft myself 11 enchanted cookies, so I knew I would only have to farm the whole thing around 4 times, which wasn't bad. Just before I got another full inventory of enchanted cocoa beans, I hit farming 34, which was 1 level away from 35, and being able to wear the squash armor when I craft it. I then crafted more enchanted cookies and had 39 of them. Just 11 more and I have all the materials for squash armor. It didn't take me that long to get enough enchanted cocoa beans for the remainder of enchanted cookies, and I got all the 50 I needed. All that's left now is to hit farming 35. After farming a full inventory of mushrooms, I crafted them all into 56 brown mushroom blocks, which is worth 2.9 million, and I got back to farming more. By this point I'd farmed 70% of the way to farming 35, and crafted a few more brown mushroom blocks. Now I was at a stack and 16, which is over 4 million coins. During this I was completing a few visitors for XP to break up the farming a bit, so I didn't go insane farming mushrooms for hours. I finally managed to hit farming 35 after hitting mushroom 18 and getting 50,000 XP. I crafted a few more enchanted mushroom blocks, and finally I was able to craft squash armor. The only thing I didn't have was the squash, because I didn't get enough. So I sold all my enchanted mushroom blocks for 5.1 million and bought the last 20 squash I needed for the helmet, which was 3.4 million. And there we go, the full squash set. I then went ahead and farmed more cocoa beans and crafted enchanted cookies. I gave them to Jerry and Click Seraphine, which was 2 legendary visitors, giving me a lot of copper and XP. Sugarcane for Click Seraphine again, and hit visitor milestone 8, which upgraded all my Lotus equipment, and then finally given 3 enchanted cookies to the Lazy Miner and 428 enchanted potatoes to Felix, making me hit garden level 11. At this point my composter had made just over half a stack of compost for my next plot, so I bought the compost, unlocked the plot and then had to clean it. This was the last plot I needed to have 5 plots in a row, so I can change them all into the same plot to make a massive farm. Once done, I bought a bunch of nether warts from the bazaar and turned all 5 plots into nether wart farms. And finally, once all farms were done, pasted, I connected all the farms together using the builder's ruler. If you're wondering how I farm the nether wart, I place slabs on top of the other slabs to make it a full block. I set my rancher boots to 93% for the perfect farming speed and height. A short while after, I hit farming 36, crafted more mutant nether warts, and Click Seraphine visited me again. So I gave it 5 enchanted sugarcane for 218 copper and got back to farming. After farming the whole entire farm once, I managed to craft 24 mutant nether warts, which is just over 3 million coins. I hit 1 million collection on the hoe and crafted more mutant nether warts, putting me at 34. I gave the alchemist 4 of those for 23 copper, but she also gave me 20k farming XP, so it made it worth it. And oh yeah, if you didn't know, the week of recording this, Jerry became mayor, but by the time you see this video, he's probably gone back to hibernation again. Anyway, I was farming pumpkins and got my very first Jerry, and luckily for me, it was a golden Jerry, which dropped a golden Jerry box worth 1.2 million coins. After getting 103 enchanted pumpkins, I gave them to Rusty for 50 copper and went back to farming nether warts. After a little while, I had a full inventory and crafted more mutant nether warts. I then farmed 414 more enchanted nether warts and gave them to the alchemist. Surprisingly, I got a bronze medal in nether warts, and I was way off a silver one, but I crafted enough mutant nether warts for just over another stack and selling it for around 8.6 million to bazaar. Once all the nether warts sold, I claimed the rest of my money and then grabbed all the coins from the bank, putting me at almost 17 million. I needed a bit more, so I decided to sell my golden Jerry boxes for around 2 million and the rest of the boxes putting me at 22 million coins to finally buy what I've been working towards, which is the legendary elephant pet. I got it for just under 20 million and bought a 40% farming XP boost for it. Now I can finally start making way more coins. I then hit farming 37, 3 more levels and I can use Fermento armor. But that's a lot of XP away, so I'm going to have to farm a lot more. I then bought a bunch of enchanted cocoa beans to craft 8 enchanted cookies and 8 enchanted melon blocks to give to Rusty, Zog and the lazy miner. Something crazy happened after this, and this will most likely boost me so much in this series and save me quite a few hours of farming. I checked what the librarian was offering and they had a dedication 4 book, which is worth so much. You'll see in a sec just how much it's worth. I instantly set up a sell offer for my 55 mutant netherwarts for just under 7 million coins and bought 2 enchanted sugarcane to give to the librarian for a dedication book. And as you can see, the book was worth just under 100 million coins, which is actually insane. So I sold it right away. The sell offer for the book filled quicker than I thought, and I claimed 92 million coins from Bazaar. What the actual hell? I then crafted enough mutant netherwarts for another stack and sold them to the Bazaar for 8.1 million. After claiming the coins, I bought 7 enchanted sugarcane, 2 polished pumpkins and 4 enchanted cookies to give to Rusty, the lazy miner and Clerk Seraphine. I farmed and crafted more netherwarts and bought 10 enchanted melon blocks to give to Jerry for 206 copper. Crafted the last of my mutant netherwart and gave 4 of them to Rusty for 62 copper and 34,000 farming XP, making me hit farming 38. Just 2 levels to go until I hit 40 and I can wear the final farming set, which is Fermento. Today what I want to do is I'm going to try and hit farming 40. As you can see, we're farming 38. Farming 38, halfway to 39. It's a lot of XP, but I'm going to try and get it in today's episode because I want to wear Fermento armor. And Fermento armor requires farming skill level 40. This is going to be the last armor set that I need to have full potential in farming. Got my rabbit pet out. And do I have a god potion on? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm going to hold the hoe and just right click all of these. There we go. That got me a full like 10%, which is not too bad. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and farm for a little bit. Wait for all my visitors to fill again and I'm going to complete them all. And once that's done, I'll see how close I am to the next level. I might actually be almost level 39 anyway, because visitors take quite a while to get all 5 of them. Just filled up all the visitors. Now I'm going to sort through them, see which ones are going to be worth it. That one definitely 22,000 XP, 16,000. And there we go. Now at 84%, so close to farming 39. There we go. Farming 39, 1 level away, 2.2 billion XP. I'm gonna have to keep this rabbit pet on for a while. But yeah, using the rabbit pet with this hoe is actually good XP. Get like 10,000 every minute or something like that. Alright, so I'm like 4k XP away from hitting farming 40. And there we go. Nice. Farming 40 finally. Whew, that was a grind to get to there. Now I can wear Fermento armor. But what I'm going to do first is I almost have 4 stacks of mutant netherwart right here. So I'm going to finish it off, get 7 more. And then I can finally upgrade this to the maximum netherwart hoe. And there we go. All 4 stacks. I'm going to get out all the tickets that I have right now. So I don't have enough exactly. But I'm going to see if there's any that I can claim. Oh, there's quite a few. Let's see. And there we go. Legendary rarity, blessed mutant netherwart hoe. That one was a lot of grinding. Let's take this off. Yeah. Yes, Fermento helmet. Fermento chestplate. And the leggings. Nice. Let's go. My elephant pet leveled up to level 77. And we have 700 farming fortune now. That is amazing. And I'm going to instantly buy that. There we go, for 184,000 coins. But in return, I'm going to be getting, ready, an overgrown grass. Oh my god. My first overgrown grass. It's worth around like 70 mil. Yeah. That is madness. There we go. Farming 41. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be farming mushrooms for 24 hours straight. Yeah, just kidding. But I am going to be farming a lot of mushrooms. Mushrooms drop something called a borrowing spore, which these are around 10 million right now, which that's quite high in the bazaar. So I kind of need to make money since I'm going for this Hyperion. Along with making money from borrowing spores, mushroom is quite good for money and XP at the same time. So along with farming mushrooms all day, I'm going to be trying to get as much farmer fortune as I can. With the fungi cutter, I'm currently getting 727, but with the mutant nether auto, I'm getting 769. If I do drop a borrowing spore, I will be buying the Croppy Talisman, or if I don't, I'll probably just farm for it. But I do want to eventually be able to buy the Fermento artifact or craft it. And there we go, I already unlocked one of them, and I went from 732 farmer fortune to 734. And I had enough for one more, which is good. Since I have got silver in mushroom, I'm going to be able to upgrade this to Turbo Mushroom 5. There we go. Turbo Mushroom 4, making it Turbo Mushroom 5. Nice. There we go. I forgot I saved all these to actually upgrade my wheat hoe from the uncommon one to the rare. So that's nice. I can definitely get silver in mushroom, but I haven't gone for gold yet. Let's see how close I can actually get to gold. And there we go, I got silver in mushroom. I've got just over a stack of mushroom blocks, red enchanted mushroom blocks. So I'm gonna go to hub really quick, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell these 3.9 million. Oh, but look at that, I've got enough to craft a condensed fermento. Nice. We're actually getting close to farming 43, which is good. I have a ton of copper as well. But yeah, I can pretty much get silver in all of them. So, oh my god, I can get another gold medal. Here we go. Nice. An extra 6%, which is like 6 more farming fortune. Lowest, 6.5 million. Nice. Now I'm going to get 10 farming fortune when breaking wheat, carrots and potatoes. I have 38 squash. Brown, no, I only have red, sorry. Overgrown grass! Yo! Let's go, Felix. What? Overgrown grass. Let's go. Oh my god, another one? Yo, Felix. Take my sugarcane. Thank you so much for the overgrown grass. My second one. Yo. No way. No way. I actually called it. Borrowing spot. As if I've just made over 70 million. Like that. Yeah. Alright, there we go. 4 squash left and we have 2 stacks. Gotta take out this talisman and wrap these around it. Nice squash ring. So it'll give us 20 extra farmer fortune for wheat, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins and cocoa beans. Nice. Farming 43. Let's go. Yo, look what I got. I got another borrowing spores. Nice. I'm going to put that up on Bazaar for 10 million. Another gold medal in mushroom. Nice. I got 2 fermentos for that as well. I completely forgot how close I was to hitting farming 44. But it happened. There we go. Nice. Farming 44. We're getting so close to farming 50. I honestly didn't think I'd get this far in this level, to be honest. But farming 44, that's so good. Each level gives me more and more farmer fortune, which I'll gladly take. 1.1 million collection. Nice. That's 1 crop out the way. The gold. Mushroom, netherwort and potato are next, so I'll do mushroom because I know I can get gold in that. And there we go, another gold in mushroom. That now means I've got an extra 2 gold medals and I can get this. I just need to buy, actually no wait, hold on. It's 3 and I just had enough. Let's go. Nice. 12% extra. In today's episode, I'm going to attempt to farm as many coins as I can in 24 hours. But first, I have a few rules. First rule, I'm allowed to start off with everything I already have, which means my armor, tools, and pets. Second rule, if I want to buy anything to upgrade my gear at all, it must first be earned by farming or come out of my already earned coins from farming. Third rule, I'm not allowed to use any copper to buy and sell items, but I can use medals and Jacob tickets that I get from farming contests. And the final rule, rare drops from visitors do not count, such as Dedication 4, Overgrown Grass, and Green Bandana. I am allowed to take rare drops, but they will go straight into my ender chest until the 24 hours is over. And I would just like to say this challenge was not done in 24 consecutive hours because I do like to think that I have somewhat of a life and I can't physically farm for 24 hours straight, but in total I will have farmed 24 hours. Alright, now I hope you understand how it works. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright, starting with hour 1 of course. My plan right off the bat was to farm nether warts to get enough to buy the legendary mushroom cow pet. I checked auction house and saw the lowest one was around 7 million coins, so I put the rest of my money from purse into bank and got to farming. I farmed for the whole first hour and got myself 69 mutant nether warts. I also got 7 fermentos, which is a lot for 1 hour, but I'm not going to be selling them yet. I'm saving them for the fermento talisman. While farming, I hit taming 34, which gave me 17,500 coins, so I put them in bank since they don't count. The mutant nether wart sold for 7 million, which is around 150k shy of buying the pet, so I farmed for a few more minutes, dropped another fermento, and sold my inventory, leaving me at just enough coins to buy the pet. Okay, so for hour 2, I have a lot of people telling me that mushroom pet is better than elephant pet while farming mushrooms, even if the pet is at level 1, so I wanted to test that theory out and farm mushrooms for 10 minutes using both pets to see which one is better. Keep in mind that my elephant pet is level 99 and the mushroom pet is level 1. I farmed with elephant pet first and for 10 minutes I got 17 enchanted mushroom blocks and 13 enchanted mushrooms. After that I farmed for 10 minutes with the level 1 mushroom pet. I managed to get it to level 30 and farmed 14 enchanted mushroom blocks, which considering the pet was at level 1 to start with and my elephant pet is level 99 with the green bandana. I will say at just level 50 and no pet item, I think mushroom pet will be a lot better than elephant pet while farming mushrooms. I still have 40 minutes left of the hour to farm, so I continued with mushroom using the mushroom pet. While farming, I dropped a borrowing spore, which is the reason why I'm actually farming mushrooms. I also got 88 enchanted mushroom blocks. I sold the borrowing spore for 8.6 million and then insta sold the mushroom blocks for 4.3 million, which puts me at 13 million. And I also put a 20% farm and XP boost on my mushroom pet. Okay, so for hour 3, I pretty much just farmed mushroom for the whole hour because there was also a mushroom contest during it, which I managed to get silver in, and I got 89 enchanted rare mushroom blocks, which I sold for 4.5 million, which put me at 17.5 million. Hour 4, I started off by doing a week contest for 20 minutes and I got silver, which gave me another silver medal and 15 Jacob tickets. Then for the rest of the 40 minutes I farmed mushrooms and ended off with 60 enchanted mushroom blocks, which I sold for 3 million. I crafted a tightly tied hay bale and sold that for 1.1 million and then sold my inventory for 1.7 million and my sacks for just under 600k. Putting me at 23.8 million. For the first 5 minutes of hour 5, I finished off the mushroom contest and managed to get silver, which is another silver medal and 15 Jacob tickets. And for the rest of the 55 minutes, I went to farm some nether warts to try and get more money since mushroom is a lot less than warts. I ended off with 40 mutant nether warts and 2 fermento. I sold the nether warts for 4 million and then sold my inventory for 300k. And I was now at 28.2 million. On hour 6, I did a pumpkin contest and I managed to hit farming 45, which is pretty insane. I managed to get a silver in pumpkin and crafted 7 polished pumpkins. Getting silver again got me another silver medal and 15 Jacob tickets, which put me at 4 silver medals, allowing me to trade in 4 silver for a gold, With the gold medal, I bought a cactus knife and sold it on auction house for 2.8 million. Then I sold the polished pumpkins for 1.8 million, my inventory for 800k, and my sacks for over 400k. I still had 43 minutes left of the hour to farm, so I farmed netherwort for 24 minutes, until Skyblock kinda shut down. I managed to farm 28 mutant netherworts. Then for the last 19 minutes, I did the week contest. I sold the mutant netherworts for 2.8 million, my inventory for 2 million, and my sacks for 150k, putting me at 35.7 million. I have enough fermento to craft my 7th condensed fermento, and then I claimed my silver medal and 15 Jacob tickets. On hour 7, I decided not to do this hour's contest and just catch up in money and farm netherworts for the whole time. I ended up with 72 mutant netherworts and 6 fermentos, but Bazaar was down, so I wasn't able to sell my stuff. I did claim my cactus knife for 2.8 million from auction, and I had 38.4 million. On hour 8, it was the next day, and I decided to farm netherwort again for the full hour. This time I got around 75 mutant netherworts and 6 fermentos. Since Bazaar was back up, I grabbed the mutant netherworts from the last hour of farming when Bazaar was down, and I had 2 stacks and 19 mutant netherworts, which I put up a sell offer for 14.8 million. I had enough fermentos to craft my very last condensed fermento, putting me at 8 in total. So I took out my squash ring, surrounded it with the condensed fermentos, and finally crafted the fermento artifact. This gives me 30 farming fortune for every single crop. That is so nice. Now that I have every fermento I need, all the fermentos that I get in the future, I can now sell as profit. So I had 3 left and sold them for 700k, which put me at 54.1 million. For hour 9, I farmed netherwort for 15 minutes before the mushroom contest, which I managed to get silver in. I also got 30 enchanted mushroom blocks and 2 fermentos. For the last 25 minutes, I farmed netherwort again and ended off with 50 mutant netherworts and 2 more fermentos. I sold the mushroom blocks for 1.5 million, then the netherworts for 5 million, and 4 fermentos for 1 million, which left me at 61.8 million. Hour 10 was interesting, so I farmed netherwort for 40 minutes and got 41 mutant netherwort and 2 fermentos. But then I had a last minute decision to do the melon contest for the last 20 minutes, and to my surprise, I actually got 2 prey orange Jesus drops, which getting 1 is mad, but 2 in one contest, that's crazy. I also got 1 crazy rare drop, which that all boosted me to be able to get gold in melon. I ended up with 65 enchanted melon blocks in 20 minutes, which I sold them for 3.2 million. Then I sold the mutant netherworts for 4.1 million, 2 fermentos for 500k, and my sacks for 400k, which brought me to 70 million. I then went and claimed my silver medal and gold medal, which also gave me 40 Jacob tickets, and I bought a cactus knife with my gold medal and put it up on auction for 2.9 million. Hour 11, I farmed netherwort for the whole hour and got 70 mutant netherwort and 2 fermento. I sold the netherwort for 7 million and the fermento for 500k. I then claimed the coins from the cactus knife of auction house, which left me at 80.6 million. And for hour 12, I farmed for 20 minutes during the week contest and got silver. For the rest of the hour, I farmed mushrooms in hope to get a spore drop, but it never happened sadly. But I did get 58 enchanted mushroom blocks. I sold the enchanted hay bales for 1.4 million, box of seeds for 990k, red enchanted mushroom blocks for 2.9 million, 2 fermentos for 500k, my inventory for 100k, and my sacks for over 200k, leaving me at 86.9 million. Jesus, that was a lot. Anyway, that's halfway of the 24 hours done, and I've made over 90 million if you count the mushroom pet. If I stay on track, I could make 200 million in 24 hours. I'd love to have that much at the end of this, so I'm going to try my hardest. And to get that, all I can do is really go straight for money and farm netherwort. But I could also go for mushrooms and chance getting a spore drop. I honestly don't know what to do. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and comment spore down below to give me borrowing spore luck, and enjoy the rest of the video. On hour 13, I saw there was a netherwort contest and I hadn't gotten silver in netherwort yet, so I decided to try it since I had a lot of farmer fortune and a good hoe. And after 20 minutes of farming, I actually managed to get silver, which is pretty good. So I claimed my silver medal from this event and another silver medal from a week contest I did. I bought 2 more Turbo Warp books, which let me craft another Turbo Warp 4 book. So I applied it to my hoe and now I have Turbo Warp 5, which is great. I also had enough silver medals for a gold, so I traded that in for a fungi cutter and put it up on auction for 3 million. And then I went and farmed netherworts for 40 minutes. I hit farm 46 and I ended up with 80 mutant netherwarts and 7 fermentos, which I sold for 8 million and 1.7 million. And then I claimed my 3 million from the fungi cutter on auction, and I was at 99.8 million. I realised my god potion had run out, so I had to buy another one for 1.7 million because I like the extra farming wisdom. I then decided to test my luck out again for another borrowing spore, so for 40 minutes I farmed mushrooms. I actually got really unlucky though. I only farmed 54 enchanted red mushroom blocks, no spores and no fermentos. I then did the melon contest to see if I could get gold again, but I got really unlucky with rare drops too and only got silver. I sold the mushroom blocks for 2.7 million, my melon blocks for 2.3 million, my inventory for 150k and my sacks for 400k. But now I'm at 103 million coins, which is nice. I'm still hoping to get that 200 million before this is over. And I only have 10 hours left, so on hour 15, I just farmed netherwort for the entire hour again. And luckily for me, there's also a netherwort contest during it. So hopefully I can get silver again, which I actually just barely managed to get. I ended off with 78 mutant netherwarts, which I sold for 7.8 million, and 4 fermentos, which I sold for 1 million. Now I'm at 112 million. On hour 16, I forgot that in Elizabeth, you can literally just get free farm and fortune from it. All you have to do is wait a few days, so I claimed my free 4 farm and fortune I started weeks ago, and I forgot about. So that's cool, I guess. I then farmed netherwarts for a whole hour and got 77 mutant netherwarts and 5 fermentos. Selling all of that got me 9 million, and now I'm at 121 million coins. Hour 17 was pretty boring. I farmed netherwarts for 1 hour and got 77 mutant netherwarts and only 2 fermentos, which I sold the netherwarts for 7.7 million and fermentos for 500k. Now I'm at 129.8 million. So on hour 18, I sort of mixed it up a bit. Apparently melon is best for money now, so I'm going to farm it for an hour to see if I can make more than 8 million. If I do, it's better than netherwarts. But also, I have to keep in mind, with netherwarts, I can drop fermentos, and if I get lucky and drop a few during 1 hour, I could make a lot more. But anyway, there's a melon contest this hour, so I might as well do it to mix things up. Unfortunately, I only got silver in the melon contest, but I did get 155 enchanted melon blocks and 16 squash, which I sold for 7.9 million and 1.2 million. So for the hour, I got around 9.2 million, which is actually a lot more than I get with netherwort because the squash dropping a lot more frequently than fermento. But then I actually went and claimed 69.4 million from an overgrown grass I had in Bazaar. So technically I'm at 139 million. On hour 19, I farmed melon for another hour and I got 160 enchanted melon blocks and 17 squash. I sold the melon for 8.1 million and the squash for 1.3 million, which I now should be at 148.4 million. I put down gold minions and went mining for gold and got to 100k collection, and I didn't mind spending 5 million to upgrade my bank because now I can put away another 50 million and my pace is accurate again. For hour 20, I farmed melon again for an hour and got 166 enchanted melon blocks, which I sold for 8.4 million, and 16 squash, which I sold for 1.2 million, putting me at 158.1 million. Hour 21, and I'm now down to the last 4 hours, so I'm gonna stick with melon since it's a lot more money than netherwort right now. There's also a melon contest this time, which is good because I only need 1 more silver medal for the gold. I hit farming 47 and then I did end up getting silver. I also ended off with 160 enchanted melon blocks, which I sold for 8 million. I got 15 squash, which I sold for 1.1 million. So now I'm at 167.5 million. But I also had 4 silver medals to claim, so I did that and traded them in for the gold and bought a melon dicer and sold it on auction for 3.3 million. For hour 22, I was going to start off with the mushroom contest, but since I only have 3 hours left, I don't have enough time to get enough medals for the gold. So I again went and farmed melons. I got 152 enchanted melon blocks, which I sold for 7.7 million, and 13 squash, which I sold for 1 million, which put me at 176.2 mil. But then I claimed my money from the melon dice that I put up on auction, which put me at 179.5 mil. 2 more hours to go now, and I need to make 20.5 million coins if I want to hit 200 million. So I decided to change it up a bit. Just kidding, I farmed melons for hour 23. And at the very end of hour 23, there was a melon contest and I didn't want to stop farming, so I just went straight into the contest and ended up getting silver again. I had 45 more minutes left of the last hour, so I carried on with melons. Basically, I just did melons for 2 hours but didn't stop at all. And at the end of hour 24, I had 302 enchanted melon blocks and 28 squash, which I sold for 15.3 million and 2.1 million, which by the end of all this, I was at 196.9 million. So close to 200 million, but I failed. Just kidding, I have a silver medal to claim, which gave me 15 Jacob tickets, and I was able to buy a hoe of greater tilling and put it up on auction house for 1 million. Then I had a bunch of turbo bucks, but I'm saving the melon ones so I can put on my melon dicer. And I have 83 Jacob tickets saved from all the contests that I sold for 2.1 million. After that, the last thing I needed to do was claim my 1 million from auction house, and there we go. 200 million in 24 hours. And if you count the mushroom cow pet that I bought at the start, that's another 8.6 million coins. Welcome back. Today's going to be a bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sell everything that I own and hopefully see at the end how much more I need towards the Hyperion. So I've been selling quite a bit already. Just been selling most of the stuff in my ender chest, which was props and Jacob tickets, stuff like that. I need to sell these for Mentos as well. But yeah, I'm selling everything so I can see how much more I need to grind. So as you can see, I've got 286 million in my purse and I have 99 million in the bank. So I'm getting close to 400 million to be honest. And I've got a bunch of copper as well that I can sell for money. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell all this stuff and claim it once it's all sold. So I've got a bunch of tickets and Jerry boxes from when Jerry was around, which was a long time ago, that I'm just going to sell on Bazaar and leave them up because they might take a while to sell because who just randomly buys Jerry boxes. I'm going to sell all the rest of this stuff to the NPC and we're at 305 million, so we're at 405 million. Not bad. I'm actually getting really close to being able to buy the Hyperion. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to my garden and get exactly how much copper I've got, so 13,133. I'm only going to buy a couple just in case the price goes down. I think I'll buy about 5 and spend 1,000 copper on it. Yeah, as you can see, the lowest Lotus necklace right now is 2.3 million. I'm going to sell them for 2,250k each. And if these all sell, then I'll just keep putting them up. So them things on my auction aren't selling. I think they've gone down now. I thought it was too good to be true. 2.2 million. You know what? I'll just keep them on my auction just in case they sell. And I'm going to buy the rest in Lotus cloaks. Yeah, 3 million each. That's not a lot. But you know what? At least I'm getting a lot of money back from this copper. That's going to save me so many hours. My auction house is full now. So hopefully when I come on in like a daytime, I might have some room. Like some of them necklaces might sell, I never know. Alright, I've just got on after like 2 days and I want to check my auction house. Okay, the cloak sold, but the necklaces just didn't sell at all. So I'm gonna have to put them back up. They're going for like 1 million now. I'm gonna put them all up for 1 million for 24 hours. And there we go, they're all up. So I've got 10 of them, and if they're sold, I'll get another 10 million. And I've got 18 Lotus cloaks here that I sold for 3 million. So I'm going to put these all up again for 3 million. Because since they sold at that already, then they should hopefully sell at 3 million again. But yeah, I'm going to go farm again for hopefully a couple of hours. And I'll keep all of the drops in my inventory and sell them at once. See you in a few hours. Alright, so it is the next day. Just hopping on to see what's sold. 12 things have sold. Literally almost all of them. 2 cloaks didn't sell though. 16 million I got for that. Not too bad. And as you can see, I've been farming netherwort. So I've got 4 stacks right now. I'm going to try and get at least 5, 6, something like that stacks and sell them all at once. Also, as you can see, I got enough fermentos to craft a condensed fermento. Alright, there they are. All 14 up. And if they sell, I'll get 36 million. I'm going to have to check on that in another 24 hours. But yet again, I'm going to farm. I'm going to try and get another stack. But I just want to get loads and just sell my whole inventory at once. Because that'll be a huge chunk of money that I'll get in like a few seconds. Okay, so it is the next day and my stuff on auction is not selling. Maybe they're too high, but 2 of them sold, which means that it did go up to 3 million. So these are going to end in 23 minutes, but I'm just going to put up the last 2 for whatever they are, which is like 2.6 million. It's not much of a difference, but 400k goes a long way. That rhymed. And in 23 minutes, when they all go expired, I'll put them back up for 2.6 million. Honestly, don't know why my mic was muted at this part, but oh my god, yay, they all sold. That's a lot of coins. Woo! Just about to hit my 10th stack of mutant nether wart, and then I'm gonna sell. This has been a long time trying to get 10 stacks. Been farming a few hours, like for about 3-4 days now. But we didn't only just get nether warts. I got a bunch of fermento as well, so I'm going to get quite a bit of money when I sell all this stuff. That's crazy. I've got 60 million counted on my hoe now. Let me just check, is it more to sell to the NPC or to Bazaar? So at Bazaar, you get a little bit more money. You get more for the mutant nether warts. So I'm at 375 million in pace, and now I'm going to sell all this stuff. I should get around 65 million for this. Oh my god, 440 million. I got like 65 million from that, and I'm gonna get another 6.7 million and then another 250k. I've got 300k in my sacks. There we go. So if all that stuff sold, let's just say I'm at 450 million. And then I've got 100 million in bank. 550 million. So we're still quite a little bit away. It is 780 million. So we've got about 230 million to go. What's the best crop to farm in Minecraft? If you said anything other than melons, then you're wrong. So with that being said, I've decided to farm melons for 24 hours. So for the first hour, there was a melon contest, and I'm not even kidding when I say I was in gold for the whole contest. But then the server rebooted and I got kicked down to silver, which I absolutely loved, by the way. I managed to get 162 enchanted melon blocks for the full hour. I'm going to put all the enchanted melon blocks in my ender chest and sell them at the very end, and sell my sacks all at once too. For the second hour, I did the melon contest again and ended up with another silver medal, and I still had 10 minutes left to farm. So by the end of that, I ended off with 157 enchanted melon blocks, which puts me at 319 in 2 hours. There was no contest for hour 3, but I did end off the hour with the most enchanted blocks I've gotten yet, which is 171. It honestly would have been great to have the contest this hour, but never mind. But that's not the best part. I checked my visitors and there was only a librarian that had 2 enchanted sugarcane for a dedication 4 book. So, of course, I went farming for sugarcane, claimed my book, and then sold it on Bazaar for 79 million coins. This doesn't count towards the farming melons for 24 hours, but honestly, it's the boost I needed in this series, so that's good. For hour 4, there was another melon contest and I got silver again. After that, I finished off with 148 enchanted melon blocks. So this was the worst hour yet, but to be honest, I didn't have much focus at the time of recording this since I was really sick with tonsillitis. But I still got up and did some farming. Also, that's the reason this video took so long to come out, because I couldn't even talk. I had to wait for my voice to get better to do this voiceover I'm doing right now. But anyway, I'm now at 638 enchanted melon blocks in total. Hour 5 was a bit better than hour 4. I started off by getting a silver medal in melons again. And then finally, I hit farming 50. That's actually so insane to see me hit that level. After the hour was done, I ended off with 157 enchanted melon blocks. I also have enough silver medals now for the gold, but this time around I'm not going to be using them to trade in for tools and sell on auction. I'm actually going to be using them to upgrade my level cap since I hit farming 50, so I can start going into higher levels and maybe in the future hit farming 60. On hour 6 there was no contest and I got 153 enchanted melon blocks. For hour 7 I ended off with 158 enchanted melon blocks, which puts me at 1,106 in total. Over 1,000 enchanted melon blocks already. That's really good. For hour 8, there was another melon contest and I managed to get silver in it again. And I ended off with 158 enchanted melon blocks. I'm just going to say melon blocks for now instead of enchanted melon blocks. So for hour 9, I got 159 melon blocks. And I know this is off topic, but I farmed 14 enchanted sugarcane to complete 2 legendary visitors, which is always satisfying to do. And hour 10. I completely forgot Derpy was Maya, which doesn't really help me with drops, but I noticed my farming XP was going up really fast. That I might have to start using gold medals soon to level up more. There was also a melon contest I got silver in, big surprise. But what was really annoying about this is right before the contest, I got 7 crazy rare drops and a Prey RNGesus drop. But during the contest, 0. Anyway, I had 10 minutes left to farm for the hour. While farming though, there was a game update, and when I got back into the island, I got a bunch of stuff popping up in my chat, which I was getting free farming XP and garden XP from milestones that I apparently got offline. I'm not really sure why, but I'll take it. And I ended off hour 10 with 175 enchanted melon blocks. And for some reason after the game update, I lost farming fortune. I mean, I don't know why, but what can you do? I'm on hour 11 now and I'm not sure when I hit garden level 12, but it must have been during the update when I got a bunch of free XP. But I can now upgrade my melon fortune by 5 for 500 copper. Probably not going to be much of a difference, but that's skyblock. Anyway, I ended off this hour with 149 enchanted melon blocks. Didn't I just say I'm not going to be saying enchanted melon block? What? And don't think I forgot about the squash drops in my sacks. I'm just leaving the reveal to the end. Hour 12. Halfway now and I've made a lot of progress in this. I've made a lot of coins already, I can tell. And I've gained so much farming XP, but we still have a lot more to go. So on hour 12, I ended off with 155 melon blocks. And I also got way over enough XP to go ahead and claim 4 silver medals from past contests, turn them into a gold, and buy +1 farming level. And I hit farming level 51. On hour 13, I got another silver medal and ended off with 165 melon blocks. On hour 14, I got another silver medal and 152 melon blocks. I'm now at 2,219 melon blocks in total. I've never farmed so many melons in my life, but I love it. For hour 15, there was no contest, which is pretty sad. I feel like we've had a good melon contest streak going on. Like, we've had 8 contests in 14 of the hours. That's way more than half. Anyway, I finished off this hour with 167 melon blocks. For hour 16, I hit silver again and I got 148 melon blocks. I've said melon blocks so many times that I'm going to turn into a melon block. Anyway, for hour 17, I'm glad I recorded this bit because it shows that I was in gold for the contest. And I was in gold for about 15 minutes, but of course, I didn't get any good drops from the melon dicer and unfortunately only got silver again. But I did get 158 melon blocks. Hour 18 was pretty boring. I only got 148 melons. I'm done saying melon blocks now. I'm just going to say melons. I feel like I've ended off with 148 blocks exactly a few times now. On hour 19, I got a silver medal in melons again. And I was getting close to leveling up. We've gotten 11 silver medals in this video up to now, which isn't bad. But I did claim 4 of them again, so I can convert it to a gold and upgrade to the next level cap. So when I do get enough XP, I'll hit farming 52. I still had another 20 minutes left to farm, so I did that and ended off with 150 melons. On hour 20 there was no contest, but I did hit melon milestone 30, which is almost 126 million total melons farmed. Oh my god. As you can tell, I'm still a little bit sick. Shortly after this, I hit another crazy milestone, which I never thought I'd hit on this profile, which is farming 52. And I ended off the hour with 181 melons, which I was able to get because I got so many lucky drops from the melon dicer ability. But there we go. 20 hours done, 4 left to go. And I have 3,172 enchanted melon blocks in total. That is so many. Anyway, as I said, 4 hours left to go. Let's just get it done. On hour 21, I claimed my free for Farming Fortune from Elizabeth. I completely forgot about it. I then started a new one, which will take 10 days, and you probably won't see that. Then I went and got all my century cakes for 5 more Farming Fortune, and I got back to farming melons. I ended off with 177. On hour 22, I got 168 melons. Hour 23, I got another silver medal and 165 melons. And now, the final hour. Hour 24. It's all been leading up to this moment. 24 hours of farming melons. Honestly, let's just get it done and see the results. And at the very last hour, I actually managed to get 3 whole stacks of enchanted melon blocks, which is the most I got in an hour during this challenge, and how fitting it was the last hour. And there we go, I'm done. In total, I got 3,874 enchanted melon blocks in total. I got 333 squash drops, and then I claimed the rest of my silver medals, which puts me at 130 Jacob tickets and 12 turbo melon bucks. I started off by selling the turbo melon bucks for 2.3 million, then the Jacob tickets for 4.9 million. After that, I sold 333 squash for 25.3 million. What? And for the result we've all been waiting for, the melons. I had to set up 3 different sell offers, which is 2 full inventories for 96.7 million each, and the rest of the 34 for 1.7 million, which, just for the melon blocks alone, that's over 195 million coins. And if I put everything together in 24 hours, I managed to get 227.6 million coins. What? That's insane. And now I have enough money to buy a Hyperion, which was the whole point of this series. And there we go. I finally had enough to buy the Hyperion. And I actually overshot it. I've got another 100 million coins left. So I'll be giving that away after this video in the Discord. And for the past 10 days, the giveaway has been going in my Discord. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. I've said literally every single episode that it's going to be in my Discord. So if you didn't join, then I don't know what to tell you. But we finally got a winner. And I gave the Hyperion away, and they were actually really happy about it, so I'm glad it went to the person that it did. And thank you so much for everyone joining along with me throughout the whole episodes, for the people even just making up their own island and doing the same thing as me, following along. That was good to see. And just anyone that liked, commented, subscribed, even just watched, thank you so much for joining in. But this series has come to an end. Hopefully there's going to be bigger and better things in the future, but for now, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And oh yeah, don't forget to use code CChloe in the Hypixel store. Thank you.